been in very good form across half forward for the Saints. Russell Morris, long up towards Lockett. Oh, there was plenty of pushing and shoving. Lockett's going to get the first free kick of the day for the Saints.
I wonder whether they can become a little bit Lockett conscious, Bernie.
Well, I'd be looking for him too, I think, playing in that St Kilda side, Robbo. I don't think you can look for him too much.
No, I mean the Swans defenders,
well,
in that situation
certainly.
there, obviously the interference came from, well, a player that was perhaps just a little overzealous with his attempts to negate the big champion full forward.
Well, there's no doubt they're going to be conscious of Tony Lockett, and Henwood with the big task, playing at full-back.
35 metres out. Slight angle. Lockett's first kick at goal for the day, and the goal umpire does not move. Goal number 553. And the Saints off to a good start.
Kilda.
Here's the throw in, done by Lowe. Down to Cracker, across to McAdam. Pulls it round his body, floating it high. Lockett at the back. Suckers off the ground and puts through his second.
Advantage is paid. Up towards the forward pocket. Punched away, comes back towards Lowe. Lowe's shot is reasonable, but look at this big man up here. A man mountain is Tony Lockett, and I'm sure he said some kind words, and I say that with tongue-in-cheek, to his opponent Wayne Hedwood.
Would I say this man would have some trouble looking into the sun and taking marks? Not a worry there to Tony Lockett. Positioned himself very well, and geez, put him on a bit of an angle here, hasn't he?
In front of goals, hasn't he?
Well, shouldn't be any problem anyway.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes, but Lockett going for his third, no mistake. Winnable position. Now the Saints get clear, and on the end of a chain of hand passes, Coughlin goes to Harvey. Harvey now at centre half forward, kicks it to Lockett, and Lockett marks. There was a tangle up there between he and Russell Morris.
He wasn't. Yeah, Morris a bit fortunate there, because Tony Lockett coming out like a locomotive. He would have cleaned Russell Morris up. No worries about that. We've got the locomotive at full forward and the diesel in the centre. There's a few trains running around here today, Sandy.
Very good, Bernie. From about 20 metres out, Lockett's got a chance to kick his fourth goal. The supply we spoke about earlier, gee, it's going to come down a fair bit with players like Harvey and Winmar McAdam. The defence working pretty well so far. Here's Lockett. Lovely kick by Tony Lockett. 4 goals.
Does well. Gives it away to Ralph Smith. The Saints go down towards half forward again through Frankie Coughlin. Morris, but coming over the top with an effective spoil was Roberts. Tried to get it back to him. Stolen by Harvey. Harvey heads towards Lockett and Henwood again. Lockett in front. Recovers. Spins round. Snaps at goal and has kicked another one, I think. What a goal. And what an exhibition we're seeing here at the SCG.
Now, is he going to kick 16 or is he going to kick 20?
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? Tony Lockett, 5 goals straight. Molly Meldrum, the St Kilda supporter there, really appreciating Tony Lockett's work. And it's amazing. He's kicked 27 goals in 3 matches. Well, 2 matches so far, and only early in this first quarter. He's an amazing player, Tony Lockett.
Well, another 6 minutes to go, Bernie. Could finish the quarter with 7 goals.
Quite easily.
A little inaccurate, but down the other end, the man that they've got to stop is Tony Lockett, as Pekin kicks them back towards half forward. Here's McAdam into an open goal from 30 metres out. No pressure. He makes no mistake. A goal to St Kilda. Gilbert McAdam gets his first, and the Saints get their 6th. They lead by 19 points.
Well, he's the first player other than Tony Lockett, first St Kilda player to put a score on the board. So Tony Lockett almost kicking the entire first quarter score for St Kilda, but brilliant roving there by McAdam, a very exciting player.
Winmar's kick. McAdam's got an acre. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, the chaser, 3 bounces. He's backed himself. Now he goes for the short kick, and fortuitously it lands with Dean Rice about 45 metres from goal. Don't ask me to spell it, I only know what it means. Dean Rice, 45 metres from goal.
Well, Mitchell really messed it up at the other end of the ground. He had the chance to pass to Bernard Tui, held onto it too long, and then went for the pass which Stanley Frawley marked, and here's Dean Rice now with a shot at goal.
Halfway through the second term, this could make the difference. Just 1 point. It's not a bad kick by Dean Rice. It's a goal.
And restricted the Saints to 1-1. But it's not over yet. Coghlan through, still going. Now Rice will have another snap. Straight over the top of Tony Lockett for his second goal.
Jamie Lawson. Saints now up towards full forward. Lockett marks, runs into an open goal after recovering, and I think he's kicked a goal. He certainly has. Tony Lockett now has 6. We won't worry about the average because he's not keeping up that 5 goals a quarter, but 6 goals before half-time is a good effort from the full forward.
There's 22 minutes into the second quarter. Tony Lockett hit the ground, got up very quickly for a big man. He is very explosive the first few metres, actually, Tony Lockett.
One hand again. Oh, and he almost held a remarkable one. Lawson was busy getting the handball, but it could prove very costly. Cracker flicks over his shoulder. It's going to be close. Lockett on the line.
Well, a costly hand pass there by the young bloke. Oh, you're not, what are you signalling? A push out, Robbo?
Well,
you think
him
it was
appealing, and I just thought, how did he get rid of him?
Well, he's such a strong man, he just needs to hold his ground. And Henwood was caught in front. But that was a very costly hand pass by the young bloke, Jamie Lawson, hand passing to the player standing still. And totally unexpected, too, by that player.
So this for number 7. We've still got just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Lockett shoots, and Lockett kicks his 7th goal. He threw magnificently, gives it to Danny Craven. Craven's high kick going up towards half-forward. Here comes Lockett, but in front of him was his teammate Jimmy Cracker.
Well, they're lined up there, Sandy. The St Kilda players, Cracker, Rice, Lockett was third in line. And not a Sydney player contesting that mark. Poor defensive work by Sydney, and look at that pass to Lockett by himself. And not covering their players, the Sydney defenders, not quick enough to get back and fill in the gaps. Big Tony Lockett has taken the mark. He's kicked 7 already, coming in for his 8th.
Prior to today, he'd booted 552 goals in his career.
Not a bad average either, Sandy. An average of 4.4 goals per match. Up there with the best of them, Tony Lockett.
This to increase his average. Lockett from 30 metres. Very deliberate approach, almost stammering. Is it coming back? I think he's kicked it. There's number 8. And the Saints hit the front. 11-3 plays 9-9.
Centre, oh, a little too high there for Winmar. And Lowe comes through and takes a mark. Winmar getting up a little gingerly. And maybe the stuffing taken out of him there in that contest. What's this, a free kick to Lockett?
Henwood right in his back.
Yeah, push, the umpire indicating a push right in the back of Tony Lockett. And Tony going back to line up his 9th. It looks as if Russell Morris has been moved to the back line for St Kilda. Could be playing centre half back or on the half back flank on Mark Bayes.
And Lockett, only about 40 metres out, directly in front. He's such a good kick for goal, Tony Lockett. You'd nearly write this down beside his name. You will now. Wide, it sits beautifully for Winmar. A lovely sweeping hand pass finds Coghlan. He'll kick it to the front of the goals. Who's he looking for? Big Tony. And he doesn't let him down. He takes the mark about 30 metres out directly in front.
Yes, Tony will be lining up for his 10th. Very good kick, a centering kick in front of the pack, in front of the goal face, in fact. And it was an ideal kick for Big Tony to come from behind, leading as he was in front of Wayne Henwood. And with his strength and size, was able to take that grab.
Well, Tony Lockett, I feel, has the Swans mesmerised up at the full forward position. And thank goodness, because without his contribution, this could be his 10th goal, which will be the Saints' 13th. Directly in front, no problems for Tony Lockett. 10 goals.
Well, 10 out of 13, that's a fantastic performance by Big Tony. And the accuracy also a feature of his game. 10 goals won. He's only had the 1 miss. That was right on the quarter time siren when he was about to take his kick. They blew the siren and the ball was dropping to his boot. He wasn't too happy about that. And there's the mark as we see it again. Danny Craven just about handing it to him in the end.